Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Engaging!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
This one's slow! Something's there!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Finish it!
Alpin, astral energy.
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who...
Get lost.
Oh my lord!
Can you take it?
I never will have no mercy. Jolene, this one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Vanquish darkness. No defense.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open.
Ignite! Be like it!
Divine field. Alpin, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Huh?
Got it.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Lightning! Heads in the wind!
Take this!
Look now! These ones can run rings around us!
Raging
Round more
Rising water! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Into the shadows!
Raging Lunostorm!
Gravitas field! If it's in the sky, it's mine! You're mine!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Get lost! May 1,000
You
kills
picked the
carry
wrong
the
fight!
thread!
Check in the wind!
Official teacher, clear for us a path.
That may be the storm.
Locked and loaded.
Lightning! Hands in the wind!
Begin.
Air thrust! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze pressure!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Discourteous, aren't you? No further!
Glacial spear!
Ready and clear.
Have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Graceland!
Raging Lunostorm!
Save you.
We're not finished! Finish it!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Raging
Lunostorm!
Seal!
Slow
the top side.
Is it too late to talk over our differences? Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Begin!
Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo!
Double demon
Here's
bang!
a Gravitas Field!
Shattering us!
Now! Attack! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Coming through!
Opening Frenzy!
Right behind!
Gravitas Field! Primed and ready! Too much to handle? I'll have to take my revenge on you! Here's evil!
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind! Glacial speed!
Orochi
I'll be
Fury!
saving the street!
Seismic rupture!
I need to be stronger.
Hi, Hoodle! Gravitas Field!
Railway! Go down!
Storm! I never miss! Take it! I'm only getting
I'm
harder!
going in!
Here's go! Tear you to shreds! Into the shadows! Gusty nail!
This one's mine!
You won't make a
Can't
fool
get
of
out of
me!
this!
Into the shadows!
Orochi
Raging storm! I'm out of ammo!
Elusive
Freeze
Fury!
Lancer!
Rotating Power Driver! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Luna Sword won't save you!
Flawless flight! I'm only getting
Demon Fang!
watch and weep! Lightning!
Snake could be a bit
Downfall!
clear for us a path!
Lightning! Here goes! Here's another! Gravitas Field! Into the shadows! Now! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a long way yet to go. Never seen anything like it. It's an authentication key. They're quite common. Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Go no further! Not on my watch! Lightning, where are you going? It's a duel beyond!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'm out of ammo! Here I go! It's over! Roaring struggle! Magic is That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Let's see what you've got.
Into the shadows!
got spirit!
Into the shadows! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Into the shadows!
Lightning! Can't get out of this! Rising focus! Burn!
I'll heal you
Grind
all!
you into dust!
Radiant Storm! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Into the shadows!
Resonate with you!
Where are you going?
Another incantation ruined! Elusive deity!
I'm out! In here! I'll go save this one!
Naked, see what I can do!
Glacial Spear. Glacial Spear.
Here's the evil!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Demon gun! I'll leave it to you! Benediction light.
Lightning!
Let me bring
Raging
you.
storm! Lightning! Down
It's on!
Lightning!
Dragon form!
Thundercloud! Graviton field!
Sonic thrust!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! I'll be wrong!
Dragon form! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Here's there!
Finish it!
Noeline! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This looks nice and tough.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Anything in armor is all
Not today!
Raging Storm!
Azure Storm! Demon Fang!
Tempest
Double
Whirl!
Demon Fang!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Raging Storm! You're open! No! It's
Demon
over!
Fang!
I never miss! How's this?
Eternal Devastation!
Begin!
Too fast!
Stand
How's
back.
this?
I'll trip it up.
Finish it!
Fear Sweep!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Affirmative!
Got it now! My deal?
How's this? Fear Sweep!
Take down their defense. We're not finished!
Falcon! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Vanquish darkness! Into the shadows!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Where are you going?
Mirage!
Into the shadows!
What did you do?
Graviton Field! Falcon! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Don't get careless.
Eat dirt!
I'll thank you.
Lightning!
Elusive deity.
Lightning!
Eagle ray.
Lightning! I'm out of ammo!
Can you take it?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Jading cloud.
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Cover the caster! Wallaby Splendor! You're open!
In a bind.
Here I go! Where are you going?
Here I come!
This is it!
Demon Fang!
Graviton Field!
I'm ready.
Noeline! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash.
Onward and upward. is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used in Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Little help! You're mine! They really don't give up, do they? Graviton field! Thunderblade! Our work is done here.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Not today!
Into the shadows! Where are you going?
I won't show you any mercy! I see one, eh? Take this!
ST Airborne Scoundrel!
Sounds like a truly! Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
It's almost too strong! Split it open!
Be my guest!
Enemy here! Time to burn! Going fast!
I can carve through armor! Like steel!
Now!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Gotta break through! The rebel! Not today! No further! Who was I saying?
I'll never fit! You think that shield will save you?
Now! All yours, Kisara!
Elusive deity! Eagle Ray!
Into the shadows!
Outfit!
In an instant!
instant! Impact block!
Resonate to fire!
We smash it forward! Lightning! Downfall!
You're mine!
Downfall!
Can you take it?
Ignite!
It's weakened!
This ends now! What did you do?
Dance on the wind!
Into the shadows!
Take you with
I'm ready! Gale force! Where are you going?
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
A comfortable win.
Tough?
Gotta break through!
Robbed and tamed.
Double demon tank! Demon tank! Do it!
Lightning orb! Lightning! In here! Lightning! Downfall!
This one's mine!
Lightning!
Finish it!
Farewell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Vanquish Blazer Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Too much to handle! There! I'm only getting strong! Demon's Descent! Barely a blip on our radar.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Gotta break through!
Gravitas field!
Can you take it?
Into the shadows!
Blast the shot!
Light axe raging cascade! In here!
Rising Delta!
Here I go! Lightning orb! There! One more!
You picked the wrong fight!
Into the shadows! Ghost raging cascade!
Double demon tank!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here's Evo! Frost Freeze Lancer!
Don't get careless.
Little help! Into the... I never fit! Raging Storm! Time to burn! Scorched Earth!
This one's mine!
Can you take it? In here! Take it! You're mine!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
Oh, magic! Stay! Now!
Small, but a victory nonetheless. We have a long way yet to go.
Get lost! Freedom Confiscate!
Begin!
Radiant Cascade! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Free Lancer! Let the marksman handle this! You're free! More with icy! And now, I only get...
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Looks like we won.
What could this be?
group!
Into the
Being interrupted.
you going? Letty!
Will ya? Not today!
Rachel!
Careful! It has some kind of counter.
Glacial Spear!
Pierce evil!
Azure
Freeze
Storm!
laser!
Luna Storm!
Will ya? Luna Rondo! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning!
Burn in hell!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Demon Clay!
Into the shadows! I'll fix you up! Recover!
I owe you one.
There! Perfect!
Dragon
I'm
Swarm!
all stuffed up!
Incantation ruined.
Excited! Now! Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Dance in the wind! Here! I'll be saving this one!
Ignite! Why you? Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Lightning orb!
With the
I'm ready! Here, Law! Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
A comfortable win.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah. I think it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You got spirit!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Rising one!
All clear for us up
You!
top.
You're on my steel!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Let the marksman handle this!
Engaging! Ignite!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Plasma shock!
Freeze laser! Astral energy! Full throttle! No defense!
Clear for us up top.
Into the shadows! I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Step back! This was all wrong!
Hi, Hoodle!
Ready and wait!
First!
Shiny supernova! If it's in the sky, fingers are a real pain in the butt! Go for the weak point!
Double demon blast!
Lightning! I'm out of ammo! Into the shadows!
One's all mine! Not today!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Firmament! Freeze lancer!
On the ground!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
You're mine!
I'm only getting started! Primed and ready!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
I never miss!
Double demon blast! Eat dirt!
Thunder field!
I'm ready!
Farewell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints?
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
We've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Daniel Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Not in your dreams! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! I'm ready! Bullseye! I never miss!
Burn! In a bind?
Raging Cascade into the shadows!
Into the abyssal deep.
Into the shadows! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Sleep now! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Let the marksman handle this!
Anything in armor is all mine!
All right, that does it!
I owe you one. Begin!
Gravitas Field! London! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire!
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
Raging Freeze!
Armor won't save you!
Not in your dreams!
Heal!
Lift under field fall! Where would that come from?
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready! Blah, 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 then here! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Looking good!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Begin!
Freeze Laser!
Not today!
Where are you going? Photon Blast! Lightning Condemn! Confiscated! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Laser! Glacial Spear!
What in the world?
Pierce evil!
Dohaline! I'm
Still standing.
I'll cover you!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
I'll fix you up! Let Astral Energy! Seal! Here goes! I'll heal you well!
Hurricane thrust!
Healing Pulse! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Laser!
No further!
I'm
You
ready!
picked the wrong fight!
I can carve through armor!
Back into the fray! Do it! Ridwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Where are you going? Lightning Orb!
You're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
Sleep now. Freeze
She's no
Laser!
stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah! Take it away!
You will suffer!
Not today!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Laser!
Behold my true power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
I'm ready!
Getting pile driver!
I never fit!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
I can carve through armor!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
Heal!
Sorry.
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Nothing by left in me. Think again. Ghost Lightning Condemn! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Burn in hell!
Freeze Laser! I'll fix you up!
Just do it!
I'll fix you up!
It's too much!
Can't be happening!
Too much! Can't get here!
What was I thinking?
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Elusive deity!
Ready to go!
Now we're not... Right!
Dance in the wind! Seal! Resuscitation!
Forgive me.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! What the...
You'll pay for that!
Some fun.
Ready to go!
Roach's Fury!
Can't move for the wicked.
I'll bring you back.
With the earth!
It's in your hands now.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Here comes!
This should do
I
it!
was fine.
Azure Sculptor! Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time. Now you see what I can do!
Where are you going? Ready to go! Raging Cascade! Sleep now! I'll bring you back from death! I'll bring you back from death! I'll heal you all!
Raging Lunar Sword!
Healing Sakurai!
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Think again!
No further!
Magic Shazam! I'll heal you
Shattering the pieces!
I never my true power! Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't. Chinese supernova! Raging cascade!
Goodwill!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Burn in hell!
Lightning orb!
Dating
Can't
get out of this!
Into the shadow rain! This one!
Will suffer!
Incantation ruined.
I'll never fit! I'll end you! Astral energy! Full throttle! You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alphen!
Shion!
Alphen!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Iori. Shion. Damn it.
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! It's on! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm! Destruction! Double Demon Fang! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! No escape! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Crush! Double Demon Fang! This should do it! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! You're mine! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Ka! Eternal Devastation! This should do it! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Eternal Devastation! Slash! Dazzle! Be still! Rising Falcon! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Take this! You're finished! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Here I come! It's over! Mirage! Ah!
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Retreat if you know what's good
May
for
a
you.
thousand gales tear you to shreds! Sleep now!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunderblade! If it hides, just back it out again! Take that!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Lightning
Raging
to
Luna
death!
Storm!
Thunderblade! Now for the
Azure Storm!
Can you take it?
permanent
The enemy
treasure!
wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Dance on the wind!
Sleep now! More
The
for the
earth throbs
stockpile!
in pain.
Azure
Dusty
Storm!
nails! Now what to expect?
Another incantation
This
ruined.
one's mine!
No further.
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds!
Bestow thy wisdom already. No art is being interrupted. Don't suffer in silence.
Azure
Here,
Storm!
here!
I can feel my power growing!
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Xion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Xion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Xion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, A figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. More than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, It's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.